After reading an article in the Washington Post in their wellness section about the benefits of wall squats, or wall sits as they call them, on blood pressure, I was intrigued and decided to do a practice where we incorporate some yoga moves but do the wall squats. We'll be doing 4 sets of 2 minutes each, using a wall to support yourself, and we'll be doing some yoga actions as we sit against the wall. We'll be doing 4 cycles of 2 minutes each and rest for 2 minutes between the cycles. We'll begin sitting at the wall. With your feet hip distance apart, pressing against the wall at an angle that works for you, we'll begin. As you press your pelvis to the wall, look down, the feet are hip distance apart. Place your hands right in front of your heart. And if you wish, you can just have your hands free, not do these yoga moves, but feel free to do some movement as you maintain this isometric pose. So as you bow forward, keep your pelvis pressing against the wall. Now inhale, rise up. Keep your arms active as you press your left hand against your IT band. Take your right arm up, and with your head cradled in the palm of the hand, reach over to give you a nice side stretch. Rise up. Take your right hand to the IT band. Take your left hand to the head. Press your head back as if cradling the head, and see if you can just get a little length in the neck by lifting the head, and reach over and draw from your armpit to your elbow. Get even more length there. And release. Take your hands right above your knees and press your pelvis back into the wall for support. Draw your heart forward, lift your chin, exhale, and look in toward your heart. And inhale, move the spine as you open the chest. Exhale, draw your gaze inward. Inhale, heart forward, lift your chin. Exhale, and draw in. Now, straighten your legs. Move from the wall to take a rest. Take your hands at the chair back, or you can sit in the chair, your choice. We'll do a nice shoulder opener. Take your elbows to the back of the chair with your hands in a prayer position. Elbows can be just slightly narrower than the shoulders if that works for you. And as you press your elbows down, just reach your thumbs back as a way to just open the shoulders nicely. You can pedal your legs, lift the right heel, take your right heel down, lift your left heel up and take it down. Right heel, then left heel lifts. And right heel lifts and left heel lifts. Now keep both legs straight. Take your hands apart, and with your palms facing each other, stretch your arms out and just enjoy a nice fullness to your breath here. And as you're ready, just lift your head up and come to a stance where your right foot is right between the chair legs. Just bow in. Inhale, lift up, take your left leg right between the chair legs, keep both legs straight, and bow in. And inhale, rise up. And now let's come back to the wall so that we can work on our second wall sit. As you take your pelvis back to the wall, see if you can go a little bit lower in this squat. So come down just a little bit lower if that works for you. If that feels a little bit too much, then lift yourself up. It takes several repetitions to draw yourself into a deeper squat. So let's do a little arm work again. So as you take your right hand to the outer left knee, you can hold on to the knee. You can reach your left arm up and slightly over to give yourself a nice stretch to the side body. Release your left hand down. Take your left hand to the outer right leg. Lift your right arm up. Reach over. And inhale, rise up. Release your hands. Now draw your heart closer to the tops of the thighs. Reach your arms forward. Keep on pressing the pelvis back to the wall. Now inhale, rise up. And exhale, release down. Keep a nice engagement here as you take your hands in front of you and reach forward. Take your interlaced fingers up. Press the shoulders back. Reach over to the left. Rise up. Reach over to the right. And lift your hands up. Release your hands. Press into the wall. Straighten the legs. Come out of the pose. We'll take a break again. So this break, come to sit in your chair. And as you sit in the chair, come to the front part of the chair. Step your feet nice and wide apart. And in this wide stance, with the feet parallel to each other, take your left hand down. Reach your right arm over your head so you get this nice length to the side body. Rise up. Take your right hand at the top of the right thigh. Take your left arm over your head and invite fullness to your breath. And on the next inhale, lift yourself up. Take your feet just a little bit wider apart and with your feet pulling in toward the midline so you feel this isometric action that the inner thighs are really working. Take your hands down toward the floor. Maybe you can move to the left and move to the right. And to the left again, to the right, come back to the center. Take your hands to the knees and heel toe your feet in toward each other. Breathe in deep and out long. Come back to the wall. Press your pelvis against the wall. Look down at your feet. They should be about hip distance apart. See if you can spread your toes nicely. As you press against the wall, draw your shoulders back. Get a nice openness in the heart. Take your left hand just above the right ear and press your head into the palm of the hand. Just draw the left ear a little bit closer to the left shoulder, but resist with your head pressing against the palm of your left hand. Now spread your right fingers, reach your hand down so that you can get nice length in the muscles of your neck. And now inhale and free your head. And just look over your left shoulder. That movement should be nice and easy since you just stretched that right side. Now take your right hand to just above your left ear. Press your head into the palm of the hand and just draw the right ear a little bit closer to the right shoulder. Free your left hand and reach your left hand down and keep resisting. Draw a lot of awareness to the neck muscles as you lift your head into the palm of the hand. Keep on reaching the right ear a little bit closer toward the right shoulder. Now release your hands. Press your hands against the wall. Straighten the legs to lift up. Now we'll take another 2-minute break. And as you sit in your chair, extend your left leg forward, draw your right knee in, and with your right hand at the knee, see about getting a little bit more fluidity in the action of the pelvic area. Just take circles, big circles if possible. Now go the opposite direction. Again, big circles. Maybe you can even pass the right knee toward the left side and big circles. Now release your right foot down. Hug your left leg in, straighten your right leg. Hold on to the knee and make big circles with your left leg. Keep your right leg very active as you're doing this. Maybe even pass the left knee way over toward the right to free your SI joint a little bit. And you can take your left foot down with your feet parallel to each other. Just open the chest, pull back, hands to the knees. You're pulling your hands back as your knees are reaching forward. Open the chest a lot. And exhale, you're just creating like a C curve in the back of the body. And inhale. Let's come back to the wall. This is our last wall squat practice. So see in the last practice if you can take your pelvis slightly lower. Takes time. Be patient with yourself as you press against the wall. Draw your shoulders against the wall. Take your arms up in a cactus pose. And with the elbows pressing back, get this nice openness. Good. Now, can you draw your elbows slightly forward? Keep your hands back to the wall. And now, with the elbows pressing the wall, take your hands down and take your arms up in cactus again. The fingers are pressing, elbows can come forward slightly. And now elbows back, hands down, wherever it feels right for you. And again, hands up. Fingernails pressing, elbows come forward, and elbows come back, hands come down. Free your arms down, just release them to the tops of the thighs. Have the shoulders draw back. Draw your left ear toward your left shoulder. Get even more distance between the right shoulder and your right ear. Shift back. Take your right ear down toward your right shoulder. Create more distance between the left ear and the left shoulder. Come back. Take your hands to the wall. Straighten your legs and come to sit, to rest. So you did it. 4 wall squats for 2 minutes with 2-minute breaks. So that's 8 minutes for your wall squats and 6 minutes of rest. Feel free to have 2 more minutes of resting in the chair or just movements to feel a little bit more freedom. Thanks so much for exploring wall squats in this practice with me. Namaste.